I'm here in Brighton to talk about marriage and relationships, and the comment made by Justice Coleridge earlier this week about marriage being the gold standard for relationships and how marital breakups are really costing the economy and our social infrastructure. What are your thoughts on that? Is marriage the benchmark? Is it the gold standard?
I've never been married, but personally I don't think so, because I think being in love is the gold standard. I think once you find that person, I know people that have been together for years and completely in love, and then they get married 6 months later they break up. It's like a bind, and it's a psychological thing. I think how you are with that person, you know if you've when you're with that person, you know that you know when it's right. You don't need a piece of paper to say, oh, crash, you know. But in a way, though, I do admire like the past generations and stuff, how they've been married and they stay together, and you know. But I spoke to old guys because I have respect for for my elders and stuff, you know. And I've spoken to some old guys before, and they're like, you know, and I say, have you got any regrets? You've been married 50 years with the same woman. Have you got any regrets? And like, I just wish I'd had more women in my life, you know. And I think, but because they were sort of, when they grew up, they were taught that, you know, you made your vows and your vows meant for something, which they should, but they kept with that. And, you know, I don't know if they've always enjoyed their life or what, I don't know, but they seem to, you know, I say, you know, is there anything you would have changed? I say, oh God, you know, when I see the women nowadays, I think, God, I would love to have had more women, you know, as we all would. But, yeah, I don't think it's the gold standard. I think just being in love, that's the gold standard. When you find somebody and you're just, you know...
You're there,
you're feral, you know, and it's... You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. That is what it's all about. You don't need a piece of paper to tell you you're in love.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
You don't need a piece of paper to tell you, you know, to the rest of the world. And that's just worrying about what other people think. And if there's two of you, the rest of the world don't matter. It's just you and her, or you and him, or whatever happened, whatever. It's just you and them. And that's what it's all about. You don't need the rest of the world to sort of say, oh, okay, we agree with, you know, yeah, you're accepted. Do you know what I mean? That's not what it's about.
That's fantastic.
That's not what it's about.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.